My name is Crystal. This assignment is for my social studies class. It's on the use of primary and secondary source, and the theme will be on the Great Depression and World War. Primary source tells one about an event, and it's from the time of that event. Some examples of primary source are photograph, letters, audio recording, and even speeches. Secondary source tells one about an event, but is from a time after the event and even may talk about the primary source. Some examples can be textbooks, magazines, and newspapers. Primary and secondary sources are important for students to learn to use them, especially for social studies. The reason is because it requires the student to be both critical and logical as they read and examine documents. The first primary source is one of my favorites. It's a photograph of a mother with her children. This reflects the emotion the mother is going through. When looking closely to the picture, I can see a woman who appears to be worried. I can see this because she has a frown on her face. She is using her right hand to maybe hold the side of her face. Apart from the woman, there are 3 children presented in the photo. 2 children resting their heads on their mother's shoulder and away from the camera. The third child is of a baby who appears to be asleep. She is sitting in a lean tent with the expression of a hungry and desperate mother. The picture of a mother with her children symbolizes resilience in the face of hardship and difficulties and even danger. When students view this picture, they will be able to see that. They will be able to get that information by just viewing that picture, and even more. Students will go and see together with other students, and they may leave with lots of questions. The second primary source is the letter of the President Franklin to J. Robert. It is a letter that will grab the attention rather quickly of the children's due to the information spoken in it. The letter is viewed through the United States of American president. This means that the letter reflected the president's natural ability to show confidence. In the letter, the president sought to smooth over the growing hatreds between 2 important people in charge of the project. It was an important project that needed to be dealt with in a calm manner. He stressed the project's matter on national security. It symbolizes confidence and appreciation. The purpose of this letter is thanking the people in the project. The secondary source I chose was a newspaper clip based on what could have been the cause of the Great Depression, which was the Black Tuesday stock market. The newspaper clip was to give the audience an understanding of what was one of the greatest causes of Great Depression and to show the beginning of the Great Depression. This happened prior to the Great Depression in October 29th. The last secondary source shown was a poem. The poem is based on someone's point of view of the Great Depression, and even though she was little when it happened, it still affected her, and it still affects her today. I believe that the poem was shown to give people an understanding of what people went through when faced with the issues of the Great Depression, especially to show others the story of the person who wrote the poem. This was done during the Great Depression in 1930, and it shows a great way for students to see what others went through during that Great Depression. These sources could be used for students from 3rd to 5th in a social studies class. There are many ways that it can be used. Some examples could be through analyzing the documents, acting it out, used for different projects like centers, sharing findings, and so on. Primary and secondary source is a great way to assess students' understanding and help them become critical thinkers.